Welcome back, guys. It's take two time. We've got some more vinyl wrap, a fresh approach, and we're gonna get this vinyl wrap cracked out, I promise. Let's go and take a look. Right then. Let me just stop myself there. Now I know the video's not in focus. John assured me that the camera was perfectly in focus, but it's not. Now as soon as we get into the wrapping section of the video, the focus comes back in, I promise, so just bear with us. Before we degrease our roof, wipe down the car and cut our vinyl to size and get into it, there are three things that we have changed from last week's catastrophe. The first thing is the temperature inside the garage. Now last week it was 10.5 degrees and all the people I've spoken to have said that vinyl ripped and snapped like this. Oh no! Because it was so cold in the garage. So we've got a couple of heaters on, they've been on for half an hour or so, and the garage is up to a tropical 12.5. Now that's only going to improve as we go through the day, so hopefully that will help. We've also kept the vinyl inside the house so it should stay relatively warm and supple. The second thing is the material. We've gone for a slightly thicker vinyl this time, so hopefully when we lay it down it won't all ruche up and make it very, very difficult for us. The third thing is the technique. Now what we're going to try and do this time, hopefully you'll see it come into practice in the time-lapse footage to come, we're going to try and lay it down to the roof without touching the roof and then squeegee it from the middle out to the screen. And then we're going to squeegee it out to the sides, and when it starts to ruche up we're going to apply a light bit of heat until the vinyl gets a bit of suppleness, and then we're going to stretch to the corners, in theory. Now then, this week's slight issue, whereas last week we had enough material, this week we don't have enough material. So when we started talking last week about doing a seamless join down the middle of the roof, this week we're doing it for real. Well, fortunately for us, and unfortunately for you guys, it's going really well. John is just knifing off the edge of the roof. He's going to pull that bit back. We've added a load of heat, because I've also been told you need to add heat to activate the glue, and also the glue is applied in dots on the back of the vinyl, which is what allows you to push the air out of a channel, you see. So we've added a load of heat, and then the vinyl popped up and wrinkled in places, but because of the channels and the pockets in behind the vinyl, we can push the air out to the edge. So worryingly, it's going very, very well. So we're going to do the back, and then we're going to do the other piece, and then we'll show you our seamless join down the middle. You will be impressed, I hope. Right, that's the back bit done, and sorry guys, but it is still going really well, isn't it? I'm really impressed with this. I don't know, again, material, warmth, heat, really don't know, but we're finding that we can just push the vinyl down as we're laying it down, and then if we get a tight crease, we can pull it where it's really, really creased, we can pull it back off, little flick of heat until it relaxes, and it just disappears, and then we can push and carry on. And then when we get to the corners and it ruches, you can add a little bit of heat just so the material relaxes, and then you can pull it and stretch it. I think we've come a long way since last week. We're nailing it. Squeegee Jonathan, Squeegee Jonathan. Right then, we've let out our other long skinny piece and we're going to peel the backing back, and then hopefully we're just going to wipe it onto the roof, pull out any creases, heat any ruches like last time, and then we're going to overlap where we've been slightly, and then we'll tell you about the seamless join and how we're going to get around that issue. Right, now it's time for the seamless join. Don't you laugh, this is going to go really well. Obviously we've wrapped over the top, this side is sat on top of this side, so we've squeegeed it all down so we've got a nice line, and then we're going to cut just on this side of the vinyl, peel the vinyl back, and then we're hoping to be left with a very, very small channel down the middle, and then we're going to hide it with something that will stand out so much that it looks right, I hope. Let's cut. Let's go. Don't try this at home! Well, that went okay. We're left with about a 2 to 3 mil gap all the way down the middle of the roof now. So we're gonna, oh shut up, it looks all right. So we're gonna cover it with Resto Nation stickers, which will also increase the horsepower of your vehicle. So 2 horsepower per sticker, we're gonna use about 30, so 60 extra horsepower, can't go wrong. I've done it at the roof.
That's a bit more. Lovely.
Painless dent removal. Decent. You would never know that there's a massive gap underneath that wrap now, would you? Mint. Right, it's time to move on and do the boot. We're having a good day today. Boot time. A little squirter for the roof, we can pull that off out of the way and then we should be able to wrap round that. This should be a nice easy one, I hope. John's just cutting it down to size, I think. Yeah, you can heat that out, couldn't you? So yeah, let's get it on and then we can continue our Resto Nation sticker theme all the way down it. So there we have it. That went a hell of a lot better than last week's catastrophe, didn't it? I don't know whether it's a combination of the warmth in the garage or the slightly thicker material, or maybe the fact that we've actually done a little bit more research into it this time, but it went pretty well. And if we had a piece that was big enough to do the whole roof, I'd like to say that we'd have had a good go and we'd have got it done in one, and then we wouldn't have needed to use our ingenious seamless line join all the way through the middle of the roof. If you found today's video helpful or informative, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from us, don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful week, and don't be afraid of vinyl wrap, because if you try it more than once, there's a good chance you'll get it right. Take care.
Okay.
Cool. You're the worst cameraman ever. To a tropical 12.5 degrees. Don't you laugh at me, you dick. You're the cameraman, you shouldn't be laughing at me.
I'm pretty sure that says 9.5.
I know it's colder than last week, that's not the point. It will get warmer.
It's going underneath the
Don't swear, this is a family channel.